Hello and welcome back everybody. It's What's the Debugger, and today we're going to be learning how we can host a static website to the internet. So if you're watching this video, you're probably in a situation where you just made a website, you learned to make a website in a school or yourself, and you want to put it on the internet but you don't know how to do it. And there are a lot of ways to put it on the internet, but there are some very nice ways to do it while you're starting. So basically, there are two types of website, and those are like static and dynamic. The static types of website are those like which do not need the server to run, and they just display the contents, and the users don't really interact with the stuff there. They don't get a response from the server. So those type of websites can be hosted by using the thing that I'm going to be showing on this video. So I have made a demo project here, so sample project, and inside this there is index.html. So let me just show you guys the code. This is the HTML file. It's very simple page. It's just some dummy text which is coming in the center of the screen. This is just some sample text, and then we are going to be hosting this website on the internet. So there are a lot of ways to do it. You could use GitHub, and using GitHub pages you could host this, but I'm going to be showing you an alternative way to do it. So there is a service called Firebase of Google which allows us to use database and stuff, the real-time database. But the next thing that we are going to be utilizing in this video is that we can use Firebase to host our own website. And it is going to get a cool domain as well. It's not going to be something like .000webstapp.com that Webhost puts. If you host a free website, it's going to be .web.app. So basically, if I name this project What's the Debugger, it's going to be what'sthedebugger.web.app. It seems a lot cleaner as well. So the first and foremost thing that you gotta do is make a website, right? You gotta get your HTML, CSS, and all the tools ready. And then what you're gonna do, you just name your project index.html, the HTML file. It needs to be an index.html because the thing that is hosting, it recognizes index as the home page of the website. So when the users first go into the website, they will be taken to index.html. If you name it anything else, then it's going to be like index file not found, and then there's going to be a lot of shenaniganry going on around, and it's going to be a mess. So we don't want to do that stuff. We just want to host a simple website on the internet. So basically just name it index.html. So if you have other assets, like you might have some images to put it, so it's going to be in the same folder. And one thing that I suggest you guys to do is whenever you are making a website, inside your project directory, for my case it's sample, just make a public directory. Inside the public directories are going to be the files that you would host on the internet so that the public can see. So just take it like this. Anything inside public is going to be shown to the public. And your assets and your images, you can put it in the folder, and if you have CSS as well, put it here, and then we are going to be hosting. So the first and foremost thing to do is go to firebase.google.com, and after going to this page, you need to make, if you have a Google account, it's fine. If you do not have, if you are living under a rock or something, you can make a Google account, and then you can go to the console. First you would need to go to the console, and then I have my projects here. It's like testing environments, webhook, and different sort of thing that I'm working on. But what you want to do is you want to add a new project and you want to give it a name. So what you want your website name to be? For now, you can just give it anything. It's not going to be the name of domain. We are going to get to the hosting part later, but first we got to create a project on Firebase. So what you're gonna do now is give it a name. So giving a name is hard, and I don't really know what to give. So I'm just gonna name it, I don't know, like I'm being confused in this part. Evil source. Okay, and let's give it something like raw man. I don't know what I just typed, but that's some you can enable Google Analytics for this project, or if you do not want, you do not need to as well, because it's for seeing how many people access it and different sort of stuff. So yeah, you don't really need it, but hey, just use it. And let's create a project. And Firebase is gonna create a project, eagle source raw man, and we just gotta wait until our project is created. So now what you need to be familiar with is command prompt to do this sort of stuff, because we are going to be using Firebase command line interface to host our website. You could do this technically a lot easier with GitHub by using graphical user interface, but you could use command line, and it is very simple. I'm gonna teach you guys, so no need to worry. So our project is ready. Let's just hit continue, and it's gonna take us to our project. Okay, now what you gotta do is go to hosting, and as you can see, if you go to hosting, there is a button called get started. We need to upload our this index.html to the internet, so we gotta get started. So the first and foremost thing you need to have npm installed in your computer. If you do not have npm installed in your computer, these commands are not gonna be running on your computer. So for that, you need to go to install Node.js, and then you just go here. And if you install Node.js, npm comes with it, and if you install it in your Windows, you can type these commands in your command line. So what's a command line? If you do not know, you can go Windows plus R and CMD and press enter, and you get this type of window here, and it is basically Windows but without all the graphics and stuff. So what you want to do here is you need to navigate to your project directory. So where is our project directory? It's in localdisk D inside sample folder, and public is the directory that we're going to be using to host. So now how we can navigate it in the command prompt? We need to do D:, now we are in D drive, and we do CD to change our directory, like to go into a directory, and we are going to go sample. We are inside sample. Now we don't need to go inside public because Firebase is going to ask us if you want to use public as the public directory. So first of all, I already have these tools installed, but if you do not have, just copy it and paste it to your terminal, and then it's going to install all the tools. Like for example, just paste it here and press enter. Everything is going to be done. And then you need to log in to Google. I am already logged into Firebase, but if you aren't, then just do Firebase login and press enter, and then it's gonna open your browser automatically, and it's gonna ask you which Google account you want to use, and you just gotta give it the Google account that you initiated this project in, and it's gonna log in. So I don't really need to log in right now, so I'm just gonna do Ctrl+C to stop the process, and let's clear. Okay, now what you gotta do is you need to go to your app's root directory and run this command, Firebase initiate. So what we're gonna do now is let's open our command prompt. Let's do a side-by-side view. So you can see I'm inside sample, and I'm inside sample here as well. I'm gonna do Firebase init, and it's gonna initiate Firebase in this directory. So we just gotta wait. Let's just wait, and it's gonna initiate all the stuff. It's gonna take a little bit of time to do this, but not gonna be that long. Okay, it's taking some time. Okay, so now Firebase is initiated. Now what we gotta do now is which Firebase service do we want to use? We want to use hosting. So if I take this up, you can use the arrow keys to navigate up and down of these features. And now let's do it. You need to go to this hosting, configure files or Firebase hosting, and for GitHub deploys, and just press space, and it's going to be selected, and let's place enter. Okay, now you need to choose by using arrow keys, use an existing project, because you have already created the project in Firebase on the browser. Now we do use an existing project, and as you can see, there is a list of projects that we have, and the one that we created for this video was Eagle Source Raw Man. Let's press enter, and it will ask me if I want to use public as the public directory. See how we just made this public directory ourselves? We just gotta press enter, and it's gonna be done. And then it's gonna ask if you wanna write all the URLs to index.html. In my case right now, I only have one file, which is index.html, so it doesn't really matter, but I'm gonna do no still. I don't wanna do the GitHub and stuff. And is already exists. Do you wanna overwrite? No, I don't wanna overwrite because I already have my codes. Okay, now Firebase initialization is complete. So let's ignore the update message here. I needed to update, but whatever. And what you gotta do now is just type Firebase and deploy. So you don't need to do anything. Just type Firebase deploy and press enter. Now it's gonna upload all your files to the project or in the Google service or whatever, and then now it's deploying the hosting. As you can see, it's adding the files to the version, and now finalizing version, releasing new version. Okay, the project is ready at https://eaglesource-rawman.web.app. As you can see, it's already available on the web. So we gotta go eagle source rawman.web.app. So like when you press enter, our website should be loading. As you can see, I'm in this domain and this website is on the internet. I could access from my mobile, I could access from my laptop, I could access from my PC, I could access from anything in the world, and this website would pop up when I put this domain. So for the sake of this video, I'm not gonna delete this project. You can still go and see this project on the internet, eaglesource-rawman.web.app. So if you were using any other services, like for example Infinity Free 000 Webhost, there will be some sort of conflict and they will be advertising their own thing. So in this .web.app seems like a pretty decent this is a decent subdomain to have. It doesn't look that bad, it looks clean. You can have anything that you want there custom. So like if it isn't broke, then why we gotta fix it? So this was the way that we hosted our website, static website only. You cannot host PHP and the stuff here because it requires server, but you can host HTML, CSS and that sort of stuff here. And as you can see in the screen, it is HTTPS as well, because Google gives a free SSL certificate to every website that is hosted using Firebase. So like basically you get HTTPS, the website is connection secured, and then your website is on the internet. So you could apply CSS to this and all the stuff. So this is the exact same file ready hosted. So it's on the web now. So the next thing that you could do to host is you could use GitHub. So what is GitHub? Is like it's a version control system, but like if you go to repositories and create a new repository, I think I just did a face reveal there, but we don't talk about that. So in our repository, we gotta give it a name. So this Eagle Source Rawman is done. The Firebase is done. Our website is up. I'm gonna give you a next method to host if you'd like wanna do it a little bit different. So you gotta make a new repository on GitHub. So for example, my repository the name is Eagle. Okay, let's give it the same name. Why not? Eagle Source Rawman. So it's the exact same thing, and description is gonna be a demo hosting repo, and we're gonna make it public. You need to make it public, otherwise you can't host it using GitHub unless you have like a premium thing. And we're gonna do create a repository, and it's gonna create us a repository. Now you could use command line, but it's kind of confusing, so I'm just gonna use it the GUI way. You can just choose your files, and then what you can do is you can navigate to the thing. So I'm gonna navigate to my D drive, and inside my D drive there's gonna be a folder called sample, and I choose the files that I wanna upload. Only the index.html is the file that I want to upload this 404, and this Firebase is all created by Firebase. If you didn't do Firebase in it and you are just using GitHub, you can just choose your files which you want to upload, and then you just open the file and you can write the commit changes. I'm just gonna do like added the index file, and in the comments I'm just gonna be like for the video or something, and then I'm just gonna do commit changes, and it's gonna commit the changes to the repository. And now after committing it to the repository, you just go to settings, and then you go pages, and after your pages you go source and create the main branch and click save. And now you can see there is GitHub pages, and our GitHub pages is published, and your site is ready to be published at. It's just this, and let's click on this link. So it would GitHub takes some time to activate GitHub pages, because like it's got to do all the stuff in the background, and as you can see, our index is inside a repository, and the website is hosted on GitHub pages. So if I go on GitHub pages, and I don't need to choose a theme, I don't need a custom domain right now. So it's just gonna be your username on GitHub.github.io/your repository name. So that's going to be how your GitHub page is going to be hosted. It will take some time, but after some time, when you go to this link, the same thing that was displayed by Firebase will be displayed as well. So if this doesn't work for you, like if something happens during like installations, during hosting and stuff, as you can see, it says GitHub page is active. When I click on this, it should take me to the GitHub pages view deployment. Okay, as you can see in this link, the website is hosted. So it's very easy. So while doing this, if you have any problem, you can just like mail me at mail@gas.com.np. Feel free to mail me in this and ask me questions on what to do and all the stuff about this where you had problems. I will be responding to every single comment as usual and helping you guys to like do all this stuff. So that was it for today's video. I just wanted to share a little bit of this with you guys, because when I was learning web development at first, I didn't really know how to host the websites, and I was in a like sort of dilemma how do I put it on the internet and stuff. So I think you guys might be having the same problem as well, and I made this video. So thanks for watching. Peace out.